I'm not going to attack Kamala unless it's something incredibly grotesque for one simple reason, because Donald Trump is the evil villain in every comic book, and he should not be president.
Dude, they're still living in 2016 and 2020. It's 2024 now. Like that.
What am I living?
It's not gonna work anymore.
What playbook's not going to work? The one where he goes around being racist, the one where he goes after people for their looks, he goes after marginalized groups, he bullies everybody.
Hello?
What's going on?
Hey, well, I just have I'm not saying vote for Trump. What I'm saying is, why don't you guys demand an interview or a conference from Kamala?
She's doing whatever.
Kamala. I think this is a really bad argument, and you guys are going to forget about it. Do you remember when you guys...
25 days, she's running for president.
Wait a second.
Hey, really quick. Do you remember... I know, yeah, you're really upset about people doing interviews, but you didn't have that when Donald Trump didn't do interviews for a year and a half. Remember when they did why isn't Joe Biden debating? And then the moment Donald Trump stopped debating or refused to debate, they're like, oh, we forgot about that talking point. You remember that?
Yeah,
this is a dumb pedantic. Listen, this is a dumb pedantic talking point that you guys are trying to make stick, and nobody cares about it. Nobody cares.
The thing is, I'm in the middle, but me being in the middle makes me a Trump supporter.
Yeah, that means you're not in the middle.
You're not in the middle. If you're a Trump supporter.
Know, just really for the audience, the media's how they present Trump, it's so weird to me. The negative is so exaggerated.
What is exaggerated about? What's exaggerated?
You can tell. You can tell that, with the Musk and the Trump stream.
What about it?
What did they exaggerate?
How it's so bad.
It was bad.
It's really the whole.
It was
how the media covers Trump. It's so negative. I don't.
How do they cover? Because everything about him is negative. You're not being really specific. What did he say that the media over exaggerated?
What's wrong with Kamala though? Yeah, you can see what's wrong with Trump, but you can see what's wrong with Kamala.
It's Kamala. I'm very aware. Listen. I am very aware, and I have made very clear my gripes with Kamala, and I will tell you right now that I have lines of attack that I could use against Kamala, and in no uncertain terms, I will never, ever tell you. At least not before the election. I'm going to watch you guys flounder. I'm going to watch you guys fail, and I'm going to laugh in your face about it. I'm not going to attack Kamala unless it's something incredibly grotesque for one simple reason, because Donald Trump is the evil villain in every comic book, and he should not be president.
Dude, they're still living in 2016 and 2020. It's 2024 now.
What am I living?
It's not going to work anymore.
What playbook's not going to work? The one where he goes around being racist, the one where he goes after people for their looks, he goes after marginalized groups, he bullies everybody. What do you mean, what playbook? Donald Trump has the same playbook. That's why you're losing.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, she needs to do a conference or interview.
Why? She has. You can go look them up. You can go watch her speeches. Why does she need to? It wasn't a problem with you with Donald Trump. Listen, this is just manufactured outrage. You guys are, it's all over news. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that this is, no, it's not manufactured outrage. Donald Trump attempted to overthrow the United States government. It's not manufactured outrage.
Pelosi, there's a video of Nancy Pelosi.
No, there's not.
That was her fault.
No, there is not. No, there's not. It's not. She can't call in the National Guard because that's not what the law. Stop talking. Listen, you're ignorant, bro. We've already gone over this. Nothing you've said is original. Nothing. We've gone through it. I know more about January 6th than you know about literally everything. If you collected everything that you know and threw it in a pot, I know more about January 6th than you know about everything you've ever encountered. Okay? That's just the reality of it. I get really tired of people coming in here going, he didn't do this, and just gaslighting and saying Nancy Pelosi. Do you know why? Because the law states in no uncertain terms it is Donald Trump's responsibility to call in the National Guard, period. And I can give you that if you want. Hey guys, if you are enjoying the show, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And if you want to support the channel, you guys can become a YouTube member on this channel, or preferably join the Patreon in the link tree in the bio. Also in the link tree is my TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, and the OK Hi YouTube, which I post news to on a regular basis. Enjoy the rest of the show. You're so tough behind a screen, dude. Well, be tough when I'm looking down on you too.
Problem. The left is so condescending. You think you know everything.
I don't want to hear it, man. If you don't have an argument, that's fine. But I'm not going to listen to you sit here and lose the debate and then go into these weird, random, pedantic arguments about... I don't want to hear it. It's annoying. It is. They just do this. They go I can't respond to your argument, so I'm going to go ahead and you do this. This is how you are. I didn't ask. You're voting for a supervillain that literally attacks everyone, sends people after people he disagrees with, has killed people like Ashley Babbitt for listening to him. I don't want to hear it. Stop complaining about me when you're voting for Donald Trump. I'm like a little bit of what you voted for. Just address what I'm saying. Good Lord. He's going to cry. Jaden, what's the over and under on him crying?
Oh, it's definitely likely.
Oh, yeah. Very likely. I feel like just roasting him at this point. That'll be nice. I just want to have a debate and always go like, this is the problem. This is the problem with the right. They can't answer any questions. They don't have any logical consistency. They don't even know what's going on. I bet you don't even know anything about January 6th, do you? I bet I could ask you a dozen names about January 6th. You wouldn't know any of them.
What are you guys going to do?
He's not. When he loses, what are you going to do?
If he wins, are you going to respect the decision?
Why am I going to respect the decision? Why are you asking that?
Same standard for Trump.
Why are you asking that to us? Why are you asking that for yourself?
No, I'm waiting for myself. I didn't go to the January 6th.
Yeah, but you're defending it. You're regurgitating his talking points about why he's not responsible for something he very clearly is.
Was the last 4 years good for you guys?
Yeah, great. Fantastic. I just bought a trailer.
Good.
It's true.
It's true. Birthday present.
Well, that's all I want to say. How the media covers Trump is so negative.
Because he's an evil person.
Even cover Kamala.
Yeah, well, why don't you go after some of the stuff that he does? Tell you what, if you can defend this without deflecting, without whatever, then I'll go ahead and agree with you. Was it wrong of the media to show a clip where Donald Trump said about a 10-year-old girl, in 10 years I'll be dating her? Was that out of context?
No.
So would that be wrong? So in what way could you defend a person? Well, how could you defend a person that would say something like that?
I'm talking about how. I'm not asking you to vote for Trump. I'm saying you should call up the left too. How come they haven't done any interview? You know what I mean?
She's doing one tomorrow.
She's doing one tomorrow. She's done stuff. She's done interviews throughout the thing. Why do you care? This is just a talking point. You don't actually care.
I want to see it
when she gives one, you'll move on.
It's hard for me to vote for Kamala when I'm for an interview.
But it's easy for you to vote for Donald Trump despite having seen him.
Vote for Trump. I'm just saying. I'm in the middle, but being in the middle makes you a Trump supporter now.
No, it doesn't.
With how disastrous Donald Trump's sit-down interviews have been, how is that more likely for you to vote for him?
But you see, me watching Trump with Adrian Ross or with Musk, and then I watched
it was terrible.
It was
bad.
That's not what happened.
So are you going to vote? So you're not planning at all to vote for Donald Trump, correct?
I'm waiting for an interview or
okay. So then how could you sit here and go, this is the option? Donald Trump, who thinks that magnets are destroyed by water, and thinks that Hannibal Lecter endorsed him. So that's not disastrous enough for you to be like, absolutely not. You have to wait on someone else.
Yeah, well, I used to see it for myself. So I know you've heard. I mean, you probably heard about Kamala, no policies, blah blah blah.
Bro, it's Kamala.
So how can you stand on something so
Kamala? I could tell you if she had.
You're worried about the smallest thing, Kamala, right? Kamala.
I'm worried about the smallest things.
Policies that you can go can stand
You're over
on.
here like she hasn't done interviews. What?
How about the policies? What policies does she have?
Child tax credit.
If you go to her website right now, it's just donating. If I'm doing my research, I only see.
She's laid out her policies on the stump.
What policies of Donald? So what policies of Donald Trump do you support?
There's Agenda 47. I can see it on his site, but I don't see anything.
So you're in support.
So you support criminalizing homelessness.
I'm sorry.
Right.
You support criminalizing homelessness, stop and frisk, indemnifying the police.
Well, see, homelessness. That's
It's just a yes or no.
Homelessness is a problem, but it's
Agenda
there's no
47
for the people to clean them up.
Right, but Agenda 47,
they'll be out of jobs.
There's nothing to clean up. People just can't afford houses. So you're telling me that we should put homeless people in concentration camps?
See, you're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say that.
That's what Agenda 47 calls for.
You agree with it.
It's something that needs to be done, which states have the most homelessness?
I'm asking you really quickly because I'm in a state that has, I'm in an area actually that has a lot of homelessness, and it doesn't seem to bother me enough that I'd want to put people in a concentration camp. And I think that if you are considering a concentration camp being a viable solution for homelessness, not only do you need mental help, you very clearly are not rational enough to make the decision about who the candidate is. Okay.
All right.
I don't know.